Satnam friends, this is a short video about warm-ups that is necessary for most of the Kundalini classes. In general, we don't do very much of warm-ups when we get to a Kundalini class because normally the classes should be around 90 minutes. Now, because of our situations, we just made it about 60 minutes because people don't have that much of time. So we have to skip that, and normally we do one or two different movements to warm the body up. Remember, it's very important to warm up because it might cause injuries if you don't do it. There are some warm-ups that we don't normally do, but I recommend you do it before you get into a class, especially if you have any specific injury or difficulty with any part of your body. Some of the most common warm-ups are about neck and back and the lower back. We do sometimes things about shoulders, but those are not very common. About the neck, I can give you a couple of exercises that you can do before the class. They're very short, but they're very useful and helpful. The first thing you can do about your neck is just turn your neck to right and left. Try to do each side 10 times, and then we're gonna do 10 times up and down. And when I say down, it doesn't mean like you have to go this. This is not very healthy for neck. We just get to the chin parallel to the ground. Okay, so we just go up, and then we get back here 10 times, and then 10 times we just tilt the head to the side. Okay, so this is about the neck. Once you're done about the neck, there are other warm-ups for lower back that I got it from other exercises. They're not necessarily from Kundalini Yoga, but they're very helpful. So the first thing is you just lie on your back, you just bend your knees and drop your knees to one side. Try to keep your back and hips as close to the ground as possible. Just do 10-15 seconds on one side and then bring it back up and to the other side. So you can do a minute to a minute and a half. Next, you keep your left knee bent and then you just hold your right knee with both hands and just press it to your chest and stomach. Try to have your hip and back on the floor. Okay, so it shouldn't come up like that. Okay, you have to make sure that it's on the floor. So you do a minute, sometimes a minute and a half, depending on your body situation, and then switch the legs and right knee bend and left knee just keep it close to your body with both hands. So this is one thing, and then the next move is you just stretch your right leg, just bend your right knee and grab it with both hands and just press it to your chest and back and keep your back and hips on the floor. Okay, so just do another minute and a half or minute and then switch the legs and do another minute or a minute and a half on the other one. And then after that, I would do something we call it figure 4. It's not a Kundalini movement or warm-up, but it's very useful. It's extremely helpful for any other sport as well. So you just put your right ankle on top of your left knee and then grab the back of your left knee with both hands. And just remember to relax the left leg, see, like that. And then grab and pull the left leg towards yourself. And if you can, push with your elbow, push your right knee out. Okay, so just pull the left knee in and push the right knee out. Remember, you have to try to keep your back and your hips on the floor, okay? So this is not good, you know, don't do it too much, but try to pull as much as you can hold your back and your head on the floor, okay? And then a minute or a minute and a half, and then you're gonna switch the legs, and then you're gonna do it on the other side. So the left ankle on top of the right knee, and pull the right leg while pushing out the left knee. Okay, I'll show it from another angle. So this is my right leg, goes on top of my left knee, and I pull it. And then the other. So, another warm-up that we use a lot in Kundalini yoga class is Sufi grind. So it's very simple. You sit in cross-legged pose, hands on your knees, and you're going to rotate from the base of your spine. You start with counterclockwise. So you're going to go rotate all the way forward, and then you come back and rotate all the way backwards, like this, as far as you can. Normally people fail to go back much, so they do like this. See, instead of this. And then you're gonna inhale forward and exhale backward. Like this. Remember to try to keep your chin not to move too much up and down, like don't do like this. I sometimes see people like do something like this. This is not correct. Okay, so this forward and backward. So do about a minute from one side and then switch to clockwise on the other side and do another minute. Another warm-up that is used a lot is cat-cow. That is very common in most of the yogas. So you're gonna get on your fours, on your hands and knees. And then inhale, head comes up, and the spine gonna curve down, and then exhale, head goes down, and spine gonna curve up. So inhale up, exhale down. Do about a minute to a minute and a half of this, and then gonna inhale up, and then exhale down, and go to the child pose. Open your knees so the body can relax, and hands on the floor like that. So basically this is a brief introduction about the warm-ups that we do in Kundalini class that make you energetically as well as physically ready for the class. Thank you. Sadhana. If you do these warm-ups, you pretty much are good to start a class. The Kundalini classes could be very, very easy in terms of the physicals. It could go very, very tough. So depending on the class, depending on your body situation, depending on what you need, just adjust yourself. I wish you a peaceful journey in Kundalini classes. And so.